Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Look at that. It's coming up fast.
Charlie Brown was always one of my favorite shows to watch. Thanksgiving, was it one of yours?
That's right. It sure was. Charlie Brown, Snoopy, the Lucy, the whole gang.
We always looked forward to that because we didn't have any way to record it or watch it later. You had to watch it when it was on.
When it was on, that's right.
Remember the old days? We had to actually see it then.
Oh my God! On one of the 3 channels, usually CBS.
We had more than 3. I had a lot.
Well, you did.
I had a lot in Chicago. You did?
No, I guess we did. We had 4, 5,
Really?
6, some UHF
Really?
channels, but besides that,
Somebody just said that to me recently because I was telling her that our fathers both worked in the television industry. Actually, it was when I went to get my new glasses. And she said, you had 3 channels. And I said, no, we had a lot. We had 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 32, and 44. We had 7 channels.
I guess if you count the UHF, the ultra high frequency.
Well,
then,
we had WGN in Chicago.
Yeah.
And you grew up in Philadelphia. So how many did you have?
About 7.
Oh, you had 7.
Yeah, about 7. 7, maybe.
And they were quality channels. We had Ray Rayner, Bozo.
Well, I don't know about quality.
We had the Electric Company. We had WGN. They had Fraser Thomas classic stories every Sunday. We had after school specials. It was great TV. We had great TV growing up.
Well, now it's 1,000 channels, and we can't seem to find anything to watch.
Well, we don't have any channels. We have YouTube.
We have subscriptions.
And subscriptions.
Subscriptions.
Well, Steve is finally back.
I'm back.
He's been so tired adjusting to his new job, which began his new position in the end of August, and he's tired.
Oh, I am tired. Yes, it's a big change. So it is an undertaking that I was willing to do, and actually over time. After time has passed, I enjoy it. It's actually fun. And, we get to spend our time together.
What's been going on? I mean, I know there's just a ton of anxiety and stress in the world. And this Thanksgiving is going to be a little different. Because Steve has no time off, we won't be able to see family that we normally see. I have 7 brothers and sisters, 4 brothers and 3 sisters. And we normally see most, if not all of them, every Thanksgiving. So this year I'm a little sad because we don't have the opportunity to see them.
Right, but the good thing is we're going to spend Thanksgiving with our kids, which is rare.
Well, they're there sometimes. Sometimes they're rare. Sometimes they are there with us, with my siblings and their cousins.
Right, sometimes they travel to where we would go with Sue's family, but this year they're not traveling either. So we're going to spend Thanksgiving together at home.
We do live 10 minutes from our children, and even though we're so close, we don't see them as often as we'd like to. As most boomer parents say the same thing, that you do not see your kids. I mean, kids today, millennials, and what is it, Y after
Gen Z.
Millennials. No, wait, it's they're
Gen
Y.
Z.
Yeah, it is Z. So millennials and Zs and X, Y, Zs, whatever they are. No, X is after us, right? X are after boomers, so it's millennials and then Zs, and then alphas are our grandchild. It's getting confusing there with the letters.
Although we've had some fun in the last couple of days with our grandson spending the night on Saturday into Sunday.
Yes.
And he's 5 years old. He's a ball of energy. And when you haven't had kids around in a while, and then young kids, and then you have a 5-year-old, the house is upside down. The house is a mess. And, you have to keep him occupied, or he keeps you occupied. And so it was definitely a fun-filled weekend.
Well, I did do a lot of preparation because I had been a teacher in schools doing a lot of long-term stuff. So I've worked in a lot of different grades. I'm certified birth to college. And I got together a lot of games, math and word games that I used in teaching children in the schools. And so we did a lot of games, a lot of reading. We played outside until it started thundering.
Yep.
Played with He Loves Sammy. We took his Christmas picture. And then Steve took him on a walk down the road, and it was nonstop. He helped make, what was it, dinner?
Oh
He
yeah,
made dinner. He loves
yeah.
that.
I never knew he was such a vegetarian.
Yes, he knows all the vegetables.
He loves vegetables. He'd give us a thumbs up when he liked something and a thumbs down when he didn't.
Yeah, just like on videos. And when I showed him his pictures that we took for Christmas, he said, "I'm going to heart that one." I was like, "I didn't even know you could heart pictures on your phone. I never hearted a picture on a phone. We've only hearted pictures that people sent us."
And he's 5.
Yeah, and he's telling me how to heart the picture. I was like, "I didn't know you heart your own pictures. I thought you heart it when somebody sends it to you."
Right. So yeah, we got to appear on his YouTube channel, and
He doesn't have a YouTube. I was tempted to make a video with him talking, just but not seeing him, but that didn't work out. But maybe one day, because I know he would love.
we're trying to work it out.
Well, he would love to see how you edit a video. It's so involved and complicated. He would just absolutely love that.
Yeah,
He loves lighting and taking pictures and posing.
He sure does.
Oh yeah, never a dull moment with him.
No, it was fun. It was fun, definitely. And of course, you don't get a whole lot of sleep. But he sleeps well, but you don't get a whole lot of sleep. And then Sunday morning, made breakfast. He told me what he wanted, and I made a breakfast burrito for him. And he told me he likes cheese on his scrambled eggs, but he neglected to tell me what kind of cheese. So I had put Mexican style cheese, and he said, "Nope, I don't like that. I like cheddar." And I was like, "Okay, well, I wish you would have said that."
When he says, "I want cheese in my burrito," you have to specify what kind of cheese. We do have cheddar. We could have put cheddar.
Yeah, we could have.
But he didn't say, I only eat cheddar cheese. But I was teaching him his doubles, which there's a cute song to go with doubles. And he was picking up very quickly. And we were playing some games where we roll the dice and teach him adding strategies, things that he'll be learning as early as first grade. They really, really are advanced today, what kids learn. And when our kids went to kindergarten, it was more of a play date.
Right.
Yeah. It wasn't
Yeah.
so, and learning how to get along with other kids, tie your shoes or whatever. I mean, our daughter, we lived in Alabama when she went to kindergarten. Lived in Georgia when our son went to kindergarten. Then we moved to Alabama when our daughter went, and they had a bunk bed, playhouse thing in there. And I thought, wow, that's kind of dangerous. And sure enough, one kid did break her wrist in that kindergarten year. Thankfully, it wasn't our daughter; it was another child. But today, I don't think they'd allow things like that.
No,
with
probably
liability.
not. Probably
not. And plus, when I did my long term in kindergarten, my gosh, it was a rigorous day. I had to take the kids to the computer lab every week to type up the story they had written that week. And I'm like, my gosh, you think they're just learning the alphabet, but no, they have to write a story and then type that story. And they had to add pictures on the computer.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's kindergarten, and I was teaching them in September. Oh my gosh, they had a login. First of all, you had to log in the whole class. No parapros, no help.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, kindergarten is pretty intense. No nap time.
Yeah.
Our kids had their nap time, but
yeah, I used to like nap time. I got an A in nap time.
our kindergarten when I went was in the afternoon, and I think it was 2 hours, which back then. Smaller towns and cities didn't even have it, but in Chicago we had like a 2-hour kindergarten, no nap. You were just learning to interact with kids and some basic skills. You didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Which those skills are very important today, as we see.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun, and so we enjoyed that. Definitely a break from what we normally do on a Saturday and Sunday. And seeing our grandson, I mean, they grow up so fast, and it's always comforting to spend quality time.
Yes, it is. So then on Monday, our son was off of work, so we were able to go to some thrift stores, just he and I found a new stroller for Sammy because she has started to chew up her stroller, and the stroller we bought was didn't push very well because it had 4 wheels. And I found this stroller that I wasn't even looking, but you always find things you don't need when you go shopping. That's why I don't typically go shopping, because if I see something, I'll buy it. Well, this stroller has 3 wheels, so it's like a jogging stroller, and it was a lot smoother. And
Yeah,
So
that's why Sue stays out of Costco.
I stay out of every store because if I go, I'm going to bring home things I don't need. And after you know, have been married 30 something years, you bring home, I mean, you have so many things from all those years. You don't need more stuff, right? We're trying to get rid of stuff.
We're purging.
But, you know, we're hoping that maybe if Sammy goes on long walks,
Right.
that we can put her in the stroller.
Yeah, I think so. I think she'll like it. I mean, it's a very nice stroller. It's a lot nicer than the one we bought originally from Amazon. I mean, it's a nice stroller. It's big and it moves easily, and I think she'd probably like that. She's hopefully gotten through the phase of chewing everything. Because she had chewed up that stroller quite a bit, the first one.
Well, where you hook her in the stroller, she chewed that up, and it was kind of hard to make sure she was secure in the stroller. And then I think she chewed up some of the netting in the last stroller.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we really needed to strap her down and tranquilize her, but we didn't really work on her.
She was a
really do
puppy.
that.
She's an adult now. She's a dog. At 1 year, small dogs are considered dogs. But I want to show you some pictures of this thrift store. It was a pretty large thrift store. And we've seen the outside, but we never went in. We never thought about going in. And there's some cool things in there if you are looking for affordable things.
We've driven by this thrift store quite often, but never gone in.
Mm-hmm. And then we went and got lunch. Steve joined us for lunch, so it was very nice.
Sure did, yeah.
Very nice. I've been a little sad with Thanksgiving and not being able to see my siblings and my nieces and nephews and all the turmoil in the world. I've been affected by just everything because I'm very sensitive. I've said that so many videos. I'm very, very sensitive. I'm in tune to other people's feelings and emotions, and witnessing the things I've seen in Chicago, my hometown. I just have to say, Pope Leo is my man. Pope Leo, I love what he says. If you say you are pro-life and agree with what's going on in Chicago, you cannot call yourself pro-life. And the comments he said, you should look up his videos. I really respect him. I've never really followed popes before, but I think most of them, I don't even know if they spoke English. The only pope I remember ever hearing in the news was a few years back when he said, do not, talking to young people, do not get a dog and treat it like your baby, like buying a stroller for it. He was talking to young people. Old people can do that, right? Which our grandson kept telling us in our word game that we are old. Because one of the words was old. And
well, compared to a 5-year-old, we are.
So he said, do not treat your dog like a baby, have babies. And I was like, well, I thought that was interesting at the time because that was probably 10, 15 years ago. I don't remember which pope that was, but because he was encouraging people to have babies because babies, there's fewer and fewer babies born. So I thought at the time, well, that's an odd comment. Now I understand it since we do treat our dog like a baby, but we've already had our...
she is a baby. Yeah.
We've already had our babies, so we can do that. We can do that. We can treat our dog
Yeah,
like a baby.
Yeah.
We can be the crazy old people, right?
That's right. And discuss our other dog, who's 15. Discuss her when we...
She's 14 and a half.
All right,
She's
almost
hanging,
15.
Sierra's hanging, and we just walked the two of them, and man, Sierra can walk better than me. She's 14 and a half, and she's...
She loves to walk.
It's unreal what great shape she's in. Some days she has bad days, and I don't want to walk her myself. If she collapses, I want Steve to be there.
Well, she's a border collie. Border collies are typically more athletic than any other dog because they run and they herd, and she misses that.
And since Sammy's tripped me twice and I've fallen twice, I have pains in my ankle and knees and thighs, and so I don't know if I'm going to collapse because I don't know. These pains won't go away since she has tripped me twice in walking, and so
That's why she's not in this video, because she's sleeping right now. It was a big undertaking for our short walk this morning.
It was a very short walk, but it has gotten very cold. And we saw some deer. That was shocking.
Oh my God! Yeah.
All of a sudden, she was trying to pull me, almost pulled me down, and I didn't see I thought it was a cat because we had just seen a cat. But then when we went back, Steve said there's 2 deer there, and then there's 2 more. And
Come running across the street.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, but I guess isn't
Well,
that
so then there
isn't that the time of the year? The dating, isn't it mating season? Dating,
Oh, yeah.
dating,
They're dating. We
dating
figured they were out on dates because they were in pairs. You know,
they're having fun. They don't have to worry about.
and they were.
They don't have to worry about food stamps and
Yeah,
health
no,
insurance.
they were foraging.
They don't have to worry about their health insurance.
And they were heading to the movie theater, so I figure it was a double date.
Yeah, because it's the bargain day at the movies, right?
Yeah. And then there was a copperhead snake that was squished in the road. And Sammy wanted to go over and find out what all that was about, because I was taking a picture of it to research it. And I didn't know that we had copperheads on our street, but now I do. And, another snake we have to watch out for.
Well, I watch out for any snakes. I don't care what they are. I've never seen any
but usually
snakes.
if they're black or green,
It's probably
they're
because
safe,
it got so cold just yesterday and today.
Yeah,
That's why I went.
We've been here for 5 years and I've never seen.
Well, but we don't typically walk on this street, but because it got so cold, I think it came out to get in the sun.
Oh, right.
And that's probably why it was run over by the car.
Oh, very intuitive.
Yeah, it just got cold yesterday.
Yeah.
So
and actually there were snow flurries.
Oh yeah. So we are just hanging in there, trying to not be affected by the news. Steve has told me not to watch any more news because I'm too sensitive.
That's right. I've demanded it.
You demanded it.
Mm-hmm.
You demanded I don't watch any more news.
Yep.
Well, like I say, I don't have to watch the news to know the prices, the groceries have gone up, and that we can't even afford to go to the doctor. Because if I go to the doctor and say my ankles hurt me for months from when Sammy tripped me, she'd say, well, you're getting some scans. And you know what scans cost? Probably $500 to $1,000.
Yep.
So I know. I don't have to watch the news to know what's going on.
So as you can see, Sue's been decorating for Christmas.
I don't have to watch the news to know what's going on. I know that doctor's visits get up to thousands of dollars, and that food is outrageous. I know. I don't have to watch the news to know what's going on.
That's right.
So we're hanging in. Not a lot going on. We've been playing these games every night. I found some games. It's amazing how much stuff you do have. I bought these little card games. Probably, it had to be in the last 5 years because I got them at Kohl's. When you return an item, they used to give a $5 coupon for Amazon. When you would take an Amazon item in to send back, they would give us a $5 coupon at Kohl's. And the games were $6, so I got them for $1, and we never played them. One is Uno, and one is, what's the other one?
Phase 10.
Phase 10. But we've been playing that a couple minutes at night after dinner, and trying to play other games that...
Well, I think it's amazing that if you dig deep, you can find things that you didn't even know you had, and so...
when we went to the thrift store, there's a lot of games and things, but I'm finding that some of our older games that we've had for a good deal of our marriage, or even just since 2016, they're kind of outdated. And when you have to give answers to questions, they're so outdated that it's hard to get them at thrift stores. You want to get something with current things. So,
right.
But for Christmas, I'm not sure we're doing much. We're not probably giving a lot of gifts or anything.
Oh yeah, you're not getting any gifts from me. You get them all year.
What is that? Sammy's Kisses?
That's right.
Sammy's Kisses are my gift.
Yep.
That's your gift too.
Yep. Well, no, I should be getting gifts.
Why?
Because I'm me.
So funny. He's so funny. So I don't think we're doing a lot. We'll probably just, again, have dinner with our kids and probably not.
And that's fine. I mean, how much do you have to? If you have family, that's really what makes a difference. It's not about being in an exciting place or doing exciting things. Although, that's nice to do. But, we've been doing that in the past, traveling for Thanksgiving. And so, yeah, I mean, it is a little heart-wrenching not to go see Sue's family. But, you know, if we have our family around us, that's really what the holidays are all about, right?
That's right. I mean, I don't even think our grandson really wants much of anything. He has so much being the only child, and he has 6 adults in his life, 2 sets of grandparents, our daughter, and our daughter-in-law's brother. So he has 6 adults giving him gifts, and they don't even have room for any more stuff. So we're not giving him a whole lot either.
Yeah, exactly. So that's about what we've been doing. You know.
We hope you're healthy. We hope that you are healthy, happy, and going to have a good Thanksgiving this year.
That's right. That's right. Remember, take care of self as number one, and everything else will fall in place. With a lot of turmoil that's going on in the world today, you know, just remember your happiness is what's important, and we'll get through this. You know, we'll get through this, and we'll be better people on the other side. But you know, you got to take care of yourself and your family and live each day. You only have a limited amount of days, so live each day.
And if you're not able to fly home and you're alone this Thanksgiving, there's organizations that either need help in serving the meal, or maybe you go get a meal, or something like that. I know my sister, we also had two of our nieces got married this year, and we all went to the weddings. So I didn't think we'd all be there for Thanksgiving, but my sister, because of the wedding, she wasn't coming in either from Chicago. So now I'm thinking, well, it's a good thing she wasn't coming in because she was flying, her and her husband. And so now that the flights have been disrupted, it's kind of good that she wasn't coming in this Thanksgiving.
Right, exactly. Yep. So, yeah, we went to 2 fabulous weddings this summer.
Yeah, thankfully. No, well,
Destination weddings.
Spring, and thankfully they were when they were.
Right.
If they were now.
Yeah, so we saw a lot of family.
If they were now, a bunch.
It would be tough, yeah.
Yeah,
it would be tough.
not for us because we didn't have to fly, but a bunch of people, a good number of people flew in.
Right.
So even the one doing the ceremony flew in.
Right.
For the one. So actually maybe for both of them. I don't really know the one, but yeah, they would have been a nightmare if the flights were what they are today. So they're very fortunate. Mm-hmm. They both went off without a hitch. They were both very, very nice weddings.
Right. They were very nice. Mm-hmm. It's very nice to be there.
Good memories. So we are lucky, even though we can't see family. We are very, very lucky.
Oh yeah, we're very, very lucky. Blessed, some may say.
Until we see you again,
take it easy.